one thing I was thinking about this morning is don't take advice from, really, I'm not gonna say from everybody, but be careful who you take advice from. When I think about when I was first starting in fitness, I mean, I got so much advice. You should do this, you should do that, you should really, bench press this way, squat this way, knee shouldn't go over your toes, it's bad, don't eat carbs, don't eat this, don't eat that. And it was so much information, it became really freaking confusing for me. And honestly, it just kept me from being able to progress for a long time. Thankfully, I just focused on, okay, how can I just do something to move forward? And eventually I was able to figure it out and move in the right direction. But man, it took so long to figure all that stuff out. So the biggest thing that really helped me was, and I wish I would have really been able to figure this out, but if I had to pick one person really just to listen to, right, wrong, or indifferent, I probably would have done a little bit better over the course of time. But most people are not fortunate, especially on a fitness journey, are not fortunate to have like a mentor or anything like that. So it does make it difficult when you're out there on your journey. But if I could have found one good person to listen to, I would have done that. But then the second thing that I would have done looking back on it is I wouldn't have gone for a full certification, but I would have probably taken a class or something on nutrition just to understand it a little bit better, or at least done research specifically on nutrition, something like that. Because I'll tell you, one of the websites that I really like that has some really good nutrition stuff is Precision Nutrition. And if you go on there, I mean, honestly, you'll be able to learn a whole lot. I've hopped on there multiple times when it comes to learning about vitamins, minerals, carbs, fats, omega-3s, protein, and it has taught me a lot. So you gotta be careful who you just take advice from, and you have to go to a specific source that can be trusted and set you on the right path. Otherwise, it will just be really difficult along your whole journey to see success. So that's one thing I was just reflecting on, and that's a lot of how it is too when it comes to life, especially when we want to do something. Like when I was going to come out here to work at 1st Phorm, the amount of people that said, oh, well, that's a really, really bad idea, you shouldn't do that, you have an engineering degree, it came and I did it anyways, and it's worked out great. But then also, if I think back to going into college, I remember the only reason I did engineering degrees because I was going to go for kinesiology, and people were like, oh, well, you can't make money in the fitness industry, that's a bad idea, don't do that. And I just was like, okay, well, should probably listen to them, they know I'll go do engineering. And then if I would have followed my passion to begin with, I don't know where I would have ended up. I don't know if I would have still ended up here in St. Louis at 1st Phorm or somewhere else, to be honest. I have no idea. But what I do know, usually if something's placed on your heart, you find your way back to it. But there were so many naysayers. I can remember when I turned in my 2 weeks at Honda, where I was doing engineering work. It was out in Alabama. Well, my boss was like, well, can you retire from that? Is it going to set you up for success? And I mean, I don't fault him for it because he just doesn't know a lot about it, but it's like, okay, well, yes, I can. And I make more money now than I did engineering. And the thing that I like too now is, well, I'm actually challenged. I can't just go in, collect a paycheck, go home. I have to intentionally work to be better every single day, or else, I mean, I'm not gonna make it. So naysayers are always going to be there. People giving you advice is always going to be there. And you just got to be careful what you listen to. At the end of the day, if there's something that you want to do, you probably should just go and do it, as long as it's not against the law, and as long as it's not just dead wrong, whatever dead wrong is. But because if I had just listened to everybody, honestly, it's like probably would be living a very unfulfilled life right now. So life's way too short to just not go and do things that you really want to do. And I'm saying do that within reason, because a lot of times I hear all the time people are like, oh, it's your life, go live it, do what you want to do, blah 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 blah. And it's like there are certain limits to that, because even in my opinion, like for example, if you're married, well, you might want to really go have sex with a hot chick or something like that, but well, guess what? You probably shouldn't do that. It's like not a great thing to to cheat on your marriage. So there's things that obviously have boundaries on. Now it's like maybe you're like, oh, I really don't care about that. Then okay, yeah, cool, do you. But for me, I just don't do that. Don't believe in it. But with all that, if you have some boundaries on that stuff, then it'll set you up for better success, as long as you go towards the thing that you want. I heard this quote, and it was, what was it? It's better to have a direction in life than to go fast, or something like that. It goes something like that, but I'm believing that wholeheartedly, because it's important to have at least a sense of direction that you want to go, something that you want to go and do and build and accomplish, rather than just trying to move through life really fast. Because, I mean, you just got to create something that's meaningful to you. But on another note, I've gotten comments about the red here. So this is rosacea. I remember there was a guy on a YouTube short that I had posted. He was like, you need to quit drinking. And I was like, what? I didn't understand what he was saying. And I was like, what do you mean? I maybe have 1 or 2 drinks a month. That's really it. And he's like, that's not what your face says. And I was like, oh, well, I have rosacea, so it kind of sucks. But with rosacea, this is something I've battled since I was 20-ish, 22, 23. That's when it started cropping up. But I mean, this is I would say a bad day with it. And it's like I break out up here on my forehead, then the redness here. I have some skincare stuff that's supposed to help out with the redness. It's helped a little bit, but not a whole lot, which is kind of frustrating. The research I've done on rosacea, it doesn't really, I don't know, there's no specific cure for it. I've tried a lot of different things and it has not worked. What I do believe a lot of it can be linked back to is gut health. That is something that they've noticed, is people who have issues with it typically have a bacterial overgrowth or something like that. So I have to take some time to look into that, because I mean, I need to get it fixed. So, but other than that, it's something that I just deal with and do my best to manage, even though it is annoying with how it looks at times. I mean, I'm so used to it at this point that typically I don't notice it unless I'm having a really, really bad flare-up. Like today, it's like this is a pretty bad flare-up. I mean, you can see it on the side of my face. It's pretty bad. But we'll figure something out with it. I'm just rambling at this point. But recapping before I get to HQ, one, especially if you're on a fitness journey right now, you have to make sure you don't listen to everybody. There's going to be a lot of people who do give out advice to you, who do suggest certain things, and you can't just take all the advice. There's going to be some things where you're like, okay, I think that's pretty good. Well, I encourage you, go look into it, research it a little bit, then apply it to your life and stay consistent with it. At the end of the day, the people who give you advice, if they are where you want to be, usually you can listen to them, usually. So if someone is really fit, then, okay, they have an idea of things that have worked, or else they would not be where they are at. That was kind of my litmus test early on, is, okay, is this person, do they look the way that I want to look? Are they where I want to be? If yes, then, okay, I will listen and see how can I apply some of the stuff that they're talking about. But if you just get advice from everybody, then you're going to get completely overwhelmed and struggle to know what to apply, and probably therefore apply nothing. Then, oh, freaking dang it. Then, lastly, stupid camera. All right. Lastly, you have to have a sense of direction for your life. You have to have something to aim for, something to work towards. Otherwise, life's just going to be really boring and unfulfilling, and you don't have anything to work towards. You got to have something to work towards, whether it is a fitness journey or something like that. You got to work towards something. Like life, we are meant to work towards something in life. So that's what I got for y'all. Hopefully next time I shoot a video, I'll actually have a stand or a little thing I can attach to my windshield, so this does not flip-flop everywhere and the focus is off and looks completely awful. So we are working on it, and we'll continue to put out information for all of you, especially who are on a fitness journey or learning to get started on a fitness journey. Again, I want to make sure that I put stuff out that will set you up for success, and it's free. So if you like what you hear, like, comment, subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. Other than that, have a great day. See you guys next time.